Hello and welcome to This Multidisciplinary Life. My name is Sarah and I'm a researcher and consultant looking at multidisciplinary teams in the legal profession. Imagine you're a lawyer working in a law firm. You have a regular client that comes to you and says they are launching a new product or a service in their industry. This is big for them. They've never done this before. And if they take it on, if they go live, they will be going head-to-head with one of their largest competitors in a new way. Does the risk outweigh the reward? Does the reward outweigh the risk? Your lawyer brain sparks into action. Questions are aplenty right now. You're thinking what ifs, you're thinking what happens when, you're thinking risk, you're thinking what happens if there's IP issues, what happens if there's tax issues, what happens if there's a claim on certain things. But what happens if you maybe didn't need to answer these questions alone? What if you could be partnering with specialists in risk, in marketing, in design, in technology, even in AI, perhaps in PR as well? Welcome to the world of multidisciplinary teams. There's a wide array of benefits when it comes to implementing a multidisciplinary approach within your law firm. I'm going to group these into three areas: clients, team, and revenue. A multidisciplinary approach enables you to build a stronger rapport and relationship with clients over time. You're offering different solutions, different options to clients because you have different perspectives in the team. When it comes to the actual team members in the team, our research tells us that more diverse teams outperform and have better well-being than homogenous teams over time. The different perspective, the different background are all great factors in encouraging and building a stronger team culture. When it comes to revenue or income for your firm, being able to offer new products and services or new options for clients in a way that you haven't before because you have this multidisciplinary approach could also be advantageous in the long term. But there are challenges with multidisciplinary teams. They don't just appear and work by themselves brilliantly. With different disciplines and different people come new challenges. How do you bring all those disciplines together to work harmoniously? Technologists, for example, often speak a different language and work in a different language to lawyers, as do PR professionals, as do risk consultants, as do those that are specialised in design. Multidisciplinary teams require a common language, and the best multidisciplinary teams have worked this out. Other challenges that exist in multidisciplinary teams also sit around purpose. We know from research that has just come out around multidisciplinary teams and team design that teams align around a common purpose are stronger than teams that align around team personality or common personality. So how do we ensure that common purpose exists and is reinforced day to day? What processes need to be in place to ensure that the team is harmonious? How do you set the culture? We can overcome these challenges in different ways. And throughout the episodes of this podcast, you'll learn how others are optimising their multidisciplinary approach with and for their teams. If you're working in a law firm, perhaps you're a senior lawyer, a partner, or you're in the leadership team, and you're looking for insights on how to optimise multidisciplinary teams, how to even maybe start one, this podcast is for you. Alternatively, you might be a specialist in another field. Perhaps you're in technology, AI, you're in design or development, perhaps you're in risk, marketing or PR, and you're regularly working with lawyers. This podcast is definitely for you. I'm so excited to be talking to legal professionals in law firms, in different practices, as they share their stories on how multidisciplinary approaches work for them and their teams. They're taking bold and courageous moves to try something different, and I can't wait to share these episodes with you. Let's get into it. That wraps up our episode of This Multidisciplinary Life. If you enjoyed this podcast, please give it a thumbs up, a like, you know the drill, and subscribe for more episodes. And if you're interested in being a guest on the show to share your multidisciplinary life, you can get in touch with us through the links in the show notes. This podcast was recorded on Wurundjeri land and brought to you by Sarah El-Atm, researcher, consultant and speaker on multidisciplinary teams. It is created in collaboration with Balloon Tree Productions and marketing expertise from August, with special mentions to Daniel Bannock, Andrew O'Keefe, Mike McCusker, Nina Wan, and Stefan Mbisi. This multidisciplinary life wouldn't be possible without the support from the wonderful guests who share their stories and perspectives.